Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's go.
All right. I pushed the button. Now we wait on YouTube, and we are live. Karl friggin' Hinckley, and who's that in the background?
Hi, buddy.
Who's
Big
that?
theme, let's go.
Hello.
Go.
So,
He got taller. He's taller than me now.
that's
True.
it's weird how fast that happens.
I know. They grow up so fast.
So, we're here tonight as a preview for the contest that's going down. What is it? Next weekend?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Next Saturday, April 22nd.
That's crazy.
I'm finding the pictures. There we go. So we will be able to talk about these pictures. I have them ready here when we get there.
Okay.
I need to find the flyer because I'm not prepared. But tell me, okay, first of all, I wanted to say
Yes.
for anyone who's listening to this and not watching it, make sure you go over to the YouTube video because we're going to be showing pictures of the skate park and what course is going to be that you're going to be able to ride if you go to this contest. So for anybody just listening, make sure you hit that up just for this first part where we're talking about it and everything. On that note too, can you give me the info on the contest? Let's start with when and where.
April 22nd, Nowear Compound, Unadilla, Nebraska.
Yes.
That's your when and where.
And the big draw for this event is in the title of this already, so people have all seen it. But it's the prize purse. What's going on with the prize purse?
I think this all kind of stemmed from like last year after Cornucket. A bunch of people were talking about they have fun at the jams and stuff, but they'd love to see like a full-blown comp on the indoor.
Yep.
And so I called Jake because I figured Jake was probably the best person to ask now since he's traveling the world and hitting all the big comps. And I was like, so what do you think we need for a pro purse to draw everybody? And I'm like, you think like 5,000 to do it? And he's like, absolutely. Let's have a big contest.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And I now
So
have the flyer on the screen.
And that wasn't even that long ago. Like, you got
No.
things going pretty quick. Like, you said the idea, and then things just spiraled
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it like right around Thanksgiving over the holidays and
Yep.
locked in a date. And we didn't think we were going to be able to come up with a $5,000 pro purse, but so basically we went outside of BMX and went to the local businesses, in our community and stuff, and they love what we're doing here at the compound, and they wanted to see some big other names come in, and
That's the best part.
yep.
So there's
cool.
not
So-
only the $5,000 pro purse, but also a $500 best trick purse.
Correct. And right off the bat, I think it's like fair to mention, just so everybody knows, I mean, this is still a contest for everybody. I mean, we have an absurd amount of prizes that are going to go to all the amateur classes.
Yeah.
You sign up in anything and you're probably going to win quite a bit of stuff. And we've got custom made trophies that Scuba Steve helped make that are going to be for every class. Like they're, I got samples around here somewhere. They're sick.
Yeah.
Contest for everyone. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking on that too, so there's the $5,000 pro purse, and then what other classes do we have?
you got 12 and under beginner,
Yep.
13 and over beginner, intermediate, expert, over 30,
Girls
girls class,
and pro.
pro class. Yep.
That's stacked. That's 7 different classes. That's a
So-
big event.
Yeah.
So you have 2 different beginner classes.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we've done that with our. Did we do that in BYOB? I think we did.
I think so.
Yeah, we did a Midwest series for 3 years running where you just see so many younger kids like that deserve a chance that are just popping quarters, starting to try to 180 and stuff. Where
Yeah.
your 13 and over beginners might be like trying to 360, and I kind of separate it, just kind of giving a little more.
Yeah, oh, it absolutely
More
makes
trophies
sense.
for more kids.
More
Yeah.
goodies and stuff to give away.
Makes
Yeah.
total sense. So on that note too, like you said, you have a ton of other prizes aside from the cash that's just for pro and best trick.
Correct.
I wanted to do this at the beginning too. I mean, giving shout outs to the sponsors that are helping this event out. And I can help with this because I have the flyer right in front of me.
That would be great.
Because there are a lot. So I've got it on the screen right now. We'll just start at the top because I feel like you could speak to this on just the pro purse side of things too. So there's legacy retirement communities, which is the one you wanted me to have big on there.
Yeah, that's my old buddy that I grew up with. He was the first freestyler I ever met in person when I was a kid.
Wow.
So now he runs the retirement community, like a big retirement community here in Nebraska, and he's always down for the cause. Always down.
Awesome. So then there's Hellion Bikes, the Karinsky family, Division Concrete, Dan's Comp, XS, Orange Cycles, and Fictive Brand, which I think those are all
they all helped make up the cash
Pro
the
Purse.
Pro Purse Invest Track. So,
and I believe there's probably a little bit of swag in there from a couple of those too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I had to say. So
yes.
There's a lot of sponsors, so my brain goes.
Yeah. So there's that. Then there's such a huge list. I'm gonna read all of the sponsors that have contributed product or in some way.
Good.
Biker and Baker, Tough Luck BMX, 888, Sabrosa, We the People, Grudge, Our BMX, Eclat, Deco, Sunday, Shadow, Cinema, Mission, Space Brace, Odyssey, S&M, Profile, Kink, Tech Bike Co., Alienation, Animal, Pusher, Ride Brand, and Fit Bike Co. Holy cow.
And we're back.
Yeah. I felt like a NASCAR driver. This is my Biker, Baker, Tough Luck, 888, Sabrosa, We the People, Sunday, Bike.
If you don't like Biker Baker, you can.
That's funny. So yeah, I think that might be everything that we needed from the flyer. Did you say camping is welcome?
100%. And I know we didn't post this, but so everybody knows, unlike Cornhucket, there's no spectator donation, anything like that. There's an entry to get into the contest, which every rider that enters, 100% of your contest entry goes straight to the nonprofit, to the compound.
Yeah.
To help with the bills and growing the place and improvements and all that kind of stuff. But no spectator fees, nothing like that. Free to camp, come hang out. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, no other event like that.
Let's have some fun.
And it's the first contest outside of everything that you're doing, which is sick.
Question.
Yeah, we haven't done anything like this.
Yeah, you haven't. It's pretty sweet. I mean, you're finally able to breathe and then think about something like this.
Yeah.
So, quick question here: Is it the same entry fee for every single class, or is it different?
All classes are 35, pros 100.
Okay, so there you go. That is everything as far as prize purse and classes goes that I had there. Info. So we get to the park. This is fun.
It's 500 for Jacob to enter, just so he knows, because he's got home court advantage, so it's not 100 for him. It's 500 for him.
And he can only win half of the pro purse.
Yeah, he doesn't know all these stipulations we're putting on him yet.
That's funny. So when it comes to the park, let's talk about the park.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's talk about it.
Starting at the picture from the step up, looking at the upper area. So you see the 7-foot quarter. You see the part of the box jump landing, the roll in. So what do we have to say about the park that this course is going to be on?
It'll be in that main area, like outside of the pump track. But when it comes to this skate park and how it flows and stuff, I'm just gonna have Jake explain it because he's at a much higher level than myself. So tell him how the park flows.
Definitely flows good. I think my favorite part is the roll in to step up, because from the step up you can either go step down or vert wall over into the box jump. And then from the box jump, you carry your speed really good into the other vert wall. And now Karl added a new 7-foot quarter, which completely changes the whole flow of the park, honestly.
Tonight was his first night trying out the 7, and we got his approval.
Yeah, it's cool. It seriously flows so good.
Cool. So I'm going to keep going through the pictures here. I'm showing the picture that you can see the box jump as well as the 4-foot quarter and wall, and the little bit closer look of the 7-foot.
You Ruben that tonight, by the way. That was insane.
Yeah,
that's a No, the old before.
The old
that's
one.
a long way pull out to
Yeah,
Ruben.
Oh,
You Ruben
yeah.
the 4-foot out of nowhere today.
Yeah, that one's sick.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
The quarter is good though. It might look small, but it has really good pop, especially into the vert wall to box jump. That's really good too.
Oh, there's a better look at more of the step up landing there. Oh, pump track stuff. I did have a question. What's the status of the pump track during the contest?
So we talked about a little bit of this earlier. I think we're going to need to keep the actual contest contained to the skate park.
Right, obviously.
But I think we're going to, as far as best trick, we're going to leave it up in the air for seeing how big our spectator turnout is, how fast the contest is running, all that kind of stuff, because it would be cool to open up the pump track as well for best trick. But if it just, if we got 100 people standing in the pump track trying to watch, obviously it'd probably be easier just then to keep it in the park. So we'll just roll with it.
Yeah.
I'm blessed enough to have my wife help me run contests, and she is the most efficient, she's on the money when it comes to running things. So doing a full-blown comp, we're usually pretty much doing
Well, this
pretty
isn't your
somewhere.
first contest either. So for people who might be concerned with just whether or not, you're capable, you've ran, and you and Carrie have ran many contests and jams. So everything is always efficient. You're doing it on time. Everything's going to be sweet. Mainly I was asking about the pump track for is the pump track going to be closed during the contest?
Probably, if our spectator turnout is big enough that we need those areas, because I really want spectators to be able to watch what's going on. The cool part is, and you know this, Brant, and for anybody listening or people that haven't been here before, we're going to prep the trails and other things. You got our 30-foot wall you can ride. You can go ride the skate park in the barn, our new flatland pad, the mega jumps. There's so much to do. So if you're wanting to stay mobile and it's not your class up, go ride the rest of the compound, man. Have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the joy of it.
So I'm showing the top down from the roll-in view right now, seeing the box jump. I was wondering, we should probably talk now that we've shown the park, and this is the part where if you're listening to this, you need to go and just watch and see what it looks like. But I also wanted to talk about the format of the contest, because that's kind of a big deal to a lot of people, is how you're actually is it obviously with this thing, if you're going to do any kind of jam format, it has to be organized where it's only one person at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So how's this going to be run?
Yeah, 100%.
That is not completely solved yet.
Oh.
So
can we talk about it? Can I sway
no,
you?
you can. I'm always an open book with everything. I will ensure everyone that Jake and I were talking about this earlier. So we lost one of our judges we were going to have. I'm really, really trying hard to make sure that we have 3 judges that know BMX very, very well.
Yeah.
I think Joe Baggs is going to be one of our judges.
Fair.
The other 2 had work engagements they couldn't get out of. But I want people that are outside of Nowear, that, that way there's money on the line. And we always try to be as completely fair and make sure there's no bias and everything. But with money on the line, I just want that to be really, really, I want to be on it with the best and most, judging outside of our homies, type thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Noah McBride, if you are there, you should probably judge.
No. I would 100% approve of Noah McBride judging and giving me back rubs later. Those are great ideas.
So speaking on format, just coming off of the Changa contest, I feel like the organized jam format is the way to go in BMX contests, because rather than pinning people to you have to be perfect for 45 seconds or you don't do well, you give you give a little bit more time per person. If there's 5 people, you have a 7-minute jam format to give at least a minute of time for each person, maybe a little bit more like total throughout. And then you give the opportunity for like, if they mess up, it doesn't hurt them as much in those. So I always think
we've kind of in the past what we've found, and I'm always open to ideas, but we've always exactly mixed that right in between.
Mm-hmm.
The way we've run the past is, me personally, when I was competing all the time, I liked my own time. I wanted my full minute. I wanted to like do my best on that course. And then the jam thing is fun as well. But we've done it where we bring it together. And what have you thought of that, Jake?
I mean, I like either. Me personally as well. I would rather kind of have it more structured toward singular rider. But I mean, jam format's just as fun too. I think it makes it more sporadic and more trick orientated on like singular tricks instead of like a run overall. And like you said, Brant, if you mess up, it's not as stressful.
So that's what organized jam format is. It's you give 7 minutes of time, and you go in the order that people are introduced, and only one person can be on the park at a time. So you get a run, you just
I like
don't
that.
have a specific
We've done
set.
that. So every time we did BYOB, and that was the contest series we ran, and all our Cornhusker State games, that's how we do it. Yeah. Everybody gets an individual run, and then we go jam format, and if there's 5 riders, we do 5 minutes, 7 riders, 7 minutes. But we do organized jam where like you guys got to take turns, and people seem to love it. I totally agree. It works really nice.
It's a lot of fun.
Because when you don't do that, some of the jam formats I've noticed in the past that I've been a part of, you're a little more timid. You got the guy that wants to take 10 runs and like, and then, or you got 2 riders at the same time, and you're focused on the guy, but yet this other dude that, then doesn't get the accolades they deserve. So
and
definitely agree.
Another part of what they did at the Changa contest that I really like too is like, you give the intro run, you give the 10-30 second intro run where you introduce the person, they take their quick thing. If they want to go hard, it could count towards their points or whatever. If they just want to be whatever with it, so then you get all of the best of all the worlds that way. Personally, that's how I feel.
That sounds sick.
And then the more 540 taps they can do during a run is bonus points for each one.
Yeah, people are really lucky that I'm not riding in this contest, because 5 taps I did 30 in a row one time.
That's hard.
Anyways,
30 in a row?
That's hard.
Yeah,
That's
I had to beat Jamie Bestwick in a 5-tap, consecutive 5-tap-a-thon. Anyways.
That's a flex.
So, I was definitely flexing by saying that. But anyways, so contest format is not set in stone, but you guys are appreciative and understand like the concepts behind it, so it's going to be good.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and then if you place top 5 in pro, we'll mail your check out 6 months later, nice and timely. So if you
plenty of time to think about what you just did.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Decide whether or not you actually want the check.
That's funny. So
we're joking. You'll get it the day of.
Obviously. Now, Jacob said earlier that the 7-foot was changed for the contest from that tombstone thingy. Can you speak a little bit more on how you feel that improves the flow of the park?
Yeah, I think it definitely makes things a bit faster. Not that I wasn't slow before, but having that more transition definitely makes jumping into the vert wall and jumping out of the vert wall quicker. And it just opens up room for bigger quarter tricks as well. Yeah, we didn't have a roasty quarter, and we had that exact 7-foot on our outdoor. And I've got like a picture from back in the day of Drew Jackson's like 10, 12 feet above our 7-foot outside. And we've all just talked about how much we missed having that exact 7-foot.
I'm not going to lie to you, Karl. When you said you were putting a 7-foot quarter in, I was like, why? But when you just explained that, I'm like, I get it.
It a lot.
Well, and the other thing was, so what we had there before, the tombstone and the 6 was split. So you were always worried, what section you were hitting and how to cross flow. Well, now you have a 20-foot wide 7-foot.
That's 20 feet.
It's 20 feet.
So
you can go full speed at everything, Brant.
Wow. Okay. And I have the side view of it showing right now. It looks like it's not super steep. It looks like a good mellow quarter that you could.
8-foot transition.
Nice.
It's dialed.
For the people that love ramp riders, it's the exact quarter after the box that everybody loves. I called Chad and got his specs back in the day. That's like my favorite quarter.
Nice.
Yep.
What time do you anticipate the contest ending Saturday? Because there should be an impromptu high air on it after the contest.
Well, yeah, he has there's wall ride.
Oh, I see it.
Like,
Yeah, there's a height meter now.
There's a height meter up to 10.
Oh,
Yep.
I saw it. So I want to.
yeah.
I'm thinking, there's got to be a high air contest on that once everything's wrapped up.
Yeah, definitely. It's freaking nice quarter.
I want to make sure that everybody knows too. Like, as I've been hearing, just people talk about contests recently and stuff about whether or not, I was listening to Dennis Henderson talking about traveling to X Games, and he was like, you don't really get much time to ride. So just everybody remember, you can come a day or two early and just ride this place all you want. Like,
Yeah.
it's a free-for-all fun. Free-for-all fun. I like that. It's the Triple F thing. But yeah, no, it's a blast. Come a day or two early and just ride. Camp out, ride. There's going to be, we'll have our food vendor here, Crave, that makes those awesome burgers. And he said he's going to do breakfast Saturday too. So he's going to offer farm to grill because it's his food. It's his farm.
Yeah.
So it's delicious. He'll do sausage biscuits, burgers all day. So you're going to have some really nice food going. The weather's supposed to be beautiful for camping. Like, we're just into that spring weather where we're 80s during the day. Like, Brant, this is going to be a dream, man. This is like an early corn hucket in a way. We're getting.
It's gonna be sick.
Yeah. So you just answered one of my other things. The next thing I was going to bring up is the food situation. And if somebody didn't want to do Crave, what other options are like in the area or whatever for food?
Well, I mean, you got 7 miles down the road, you've got like your Subway runs, Hardee's, all that kind of stuff.
Everything.
Casey's, yeah. We'll have full concessions going in the BMX shop as well. Gatorades, Body Armor, Biker Baker granola, snacks.
Yeah, there will be lots of stuff for food and whatnot.
I promised Adam he gets 32 shout outs during this pod. No, just
So there's also literally everything you could ever want. However far, like where Walmart and everything is at.
Yeah, there's a Walmart 10 miles away.
Yeah.
And for people who don't want to camp, I mean, there's a really nice small town, 3 hotels in this small town 6 miles away. And then you got the city of Lincoln with all the big stuff just down the road too. So
yeah, it's pretty convenient.
yeah,
Everything is pretty much covered as far as that goes. That's awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So then you mentioned the shop. You're sitting in the shop right now. Is the shop going to be open for everything?
The shop is going to be open, and I'm not going to move that, but I was going to spin it for you. But I mean, we are
Everything.
stocking. Like,
Yeah.
there is so much in the shop right now. It's unreal, from pads to helmets to wheels to forks to bikes, tires. Everything is here.
Mm-hmm.
So a full-blown BMX shop that's growing and getting bigger every day.
So literally, if you have a problem with your bike and it's going to keep you from coming out, and that's the only thing, like, you can show up and you have everything. I mean, I know you have Odyssey stuff as far as forks and cranks, I'm pretty sure goes.
We have a huge selection of cranks right now between Profile, and I just ordered Primo cranks because, so I'll be we have Profile, Primo, Animal, Odyssey, like, big selection of cranks.
What else? Major
we have
bike
big
parts.
selection of everything.
Can you just run
Yeah.
through for anybody who might care or need it?
What? Run through what?
Just the type of things that you have from who?
Okay.
I know it's tough.
I'm gonna go right to Alien. I'm gonna go right to Alien Nation because I hate wheel slipping. It drives me crazy. And the circle jerks are like the best invention ever.
Yeah.
We have a ginormous selection of circle jerks. I really pride myself in having a big brake selection. I got Odyssey Evo 2s. I've got kink brakes. I've got shadow brakes. I've got every type of lever and cable and gyro option setup you could ever imagine.
Bottom brackets, headsets.
Yeah, huge selection
Stems.
of bottom brackets, headsets, different colors, tubes, Maxxis foldable tires, Animal tires. We got Animal GLH tires. That's a classic, awesome tire.
Nice.
let's see, the new Odyssey, is it the Path tire? Is that the one you were looking at?
Super
I think so.
With the
Circuit.
K-Light
Yeah.
Path or something like that.
It definitely is their new light tire.
Super
And
Circuit.
we carry a lot of stuff from this company. Gosh, I don't. Let's see. I think Brant's heard of this. S&M bikes.
Ugh.
Love S&M and Moeller, so we've got a lot of S&M and Fit stuff in the shop as well. So
Pads and stuff.
pads. Hey, we got the new S&M full cut helmets, black and white.
There you go.
Those helmets are sick.
So basically what I'm saying and what we're trying to get across here is no matter what might break or you have a problem with your bike, it can get fixed and the shop is going to be open for this event.
Or bring your credit card and just come here with the intentions of building up a whole new bike. We won't fault you for that either.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've covered a lot of this stuff pretty
Jake's building-
well.
Yeah, I'm
Jake's-
building my whole bike.
Yeah,
through
Jake's
the
doing
shop.
a whole brand new build through the
Everything.
shop here in the
Yeah.
before the contest.
Awesome.
So we've been ordering and getting everything in.
Yep.
Awesome.
Everything.
I feel like we've covered a lot of stuff pretty well. So as far as the actual day goes, do you have like when things are gonna start? Kind of an
Yes.
idea of that?
We're gonna do like from 8 a.m. to 11:30 will be open practice for anybody. At 11:30, we're gonna do 12 and under 20-minute practice on their own. And then I'm super stoked. My son is 13 and he loves singing. So he has asked me if he can do the national anthem before all our events. So my 13-year-old son is going to sing the national anthem to kick us off. He did a sample yesterday over the microphone, and I had to go around the corner because I had tears in my eyes,
That's
dude.
so sick.
It's awesome.
go.
Chills, Brant. So cool. So then we'll go 12 and under beginner, and as each class gets ready, prior to each class's contest, they'll get their own 20-minute practice. So the course is theirs for 20 minutes.
Awesome.
When we go to, I would also like to mention, if we go to jam format, let's say experts, we have 30 experts sign up. You know, let's say that. We will split those up into groups of, let's say, 6 or 7. That way, the park doesn't feel crowded. We always want it to feel safe and fun for the riders. But
Get practice time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know we're going to we'll run through the contest stuff. We might take an intermission between classes at some point and raffle off. We've got a Mongoose Moto Mag, one of those really cool new American-made ones that look like they're from the 70s that we're going to be raffling off with all the proceeds going to the compound.
And give me a second to eat between filming.
And give Brant a second to eat.
Just some time to be able to eat during the day. That'd be great.
Yep. I know. We'll get Dan's comp will be set up upstairs.
Sick.
Pretty stoked about that. Really excited having Dan's come on this year. They're helping out with the pro purse in this event. They're helping out with Cornhucket this year. I'm pumped on everything that Dan's is trying to do right now,
Awesome.
within the BMX scene. So
Awesome. So yeah, today sounds pretty organized. You guys got it handled. You know what you're gonna do if there's 30 people in a class.
yep.
That's awesome. Now, I think we've covered all of the events or the details of the event itself. What I want to know now, who's coming? Who do you know already besides Jacob's going to be there? Clearly.
He's here.
Clearly.
He's here.
Who else is coming?
Let's go.
You always ask me stuff like that. I never know what to say, and then the day of, I'm always excited. I don't know. Let's see. Heavy hitters that'll be fun to watch. I know Jared Wiedauer's coming.
Sick.
He's always a lot of fun. Jacob Bailey hit me up. Be super cool if he comes. I remember watching his clip trying to that double flip transfer at Pat Casey's, and that was wild.
Yeah, I'm still talking to Jeremy Malott. He might come out as well.
We're flying Disabled Dan in, so if we got those Disabled Dan fans, he is going to be here, and I'm sure he is going to be as wild as ever. Lot of our team. We got Jonathan Bronson's coming with his buddy Preston. I know there's a big Denver showing that's coming. Our buddy Adam Penberg and some Texas people.
Yep.
We're just hearing. Brant, I don't know what to expect. I know that the chatter has kind of been that this might end up being almost like a full-blown corn hucket. So
anyone could show up.
Anyone could show up. I know
Literally.
the word has been, everybody's been saying that the word's been going like crazy everywhere. So hopefully we just have I don't care what we have. We're gonna have fun.
I mean, there's no other event in the U.S. like this. So
No.
I expect a good turnout for sure.
Yeah, and the forecast is calling for 100% chance of BMX. So
whoa,
that's right.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome. I guess maybe to wrap this thing out, is there anything that you're hoping happens like on a certain obstacle, you know, like any crazy transfers you're hoping somebody might do, or something that you've been eyeing up to, like, man, I hope somebody ends up doing that?
Sometimes it's tough because I don't ever want to put anybody on the spot.
You don't have to say people's names.
I agree with you if it's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to call out very many things. I do want to say that I'll be stoked to see. I know our box is going to get double flipped, and it hasn't been double flipped yet because Chuck Covey was going to give it to our buddy Danny Marking, who Danny was trying to learn double flips. So Chucky said, "This is you, Danny."
Yeah.
And Danny tried it in one of our events, almost pulled it. Then Chucky was tired after that, and he'd already given it to Danny. And when Disabled Dan was here, he was double back flipping all the dirt.
Yeah.
So I definitely know that'll end up going down.
For sure.
Noah Hospodka's coming.
That too.
That's going to be it. Love watching
Me
Noah.
personally, I want to see people roast the wall ride, the new wall ride.
Yeah. I
want
to see him hit the Reclamation logo.
Mm-hmm. Which is, that's close to like the 10-foot mark for
yep,
sure.
Yep.
You know what I want to see?
Reclamation like 3 feet.
What do you want to see, Brant?
A high air contest on that quarter.
I mean, yeah, that too.
After the contest, just for fun.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of crazy stuff's going to go down.
Yep.
A lot of crazy stuff.
Yep. Jacob has quad whipped our box, and I just got to mention, like, how many other pros have been out here that have seen that clip and went, what the hell's wrong with Jake? Like, that box is not big enough to quad whip.
Yeah.
But he did.
We'll see. I don't know.
I'm not saying he's got to do it again.
A couple and done thing, but we'll see. Come on out.
I'm just saying it has happened.
Yeah.
And it's been absurd. I can't, the one transfer that's really, really cool is the step down, the step up when you're hitting it the other way to the box landing.
Yeah.
That transfer is messed up. It is really cool. And we've seen some crazy stuff go down on it, but we've never had like money on the line.
Exactly.
We have no idea what to expect, Brant. With money on the line, you're in for a show.
Seriously.
Yeah. So Drew just asked, does the 7-foot to roll-in gap line up?
I think so. I mean, the quarter with coping is definitely poppy enough to pull out onto it. I definitely think it could be done for sure. Another one I think could be done too, if you have speed, is jump the step up and then go from the step up vert wall all the way over to the 4-foot quarter. That's doable too.
Nobody's done that one yet?
No, neither of those have been done.
No.
So that's possible, and I guess. Dang it, we're late. I should have talked about this already. What's best tricks format? Is there a separate best trick, or is it during the thing, or is it both?
So I was picking Jake's brain about that because I always feel like best trick, like they do at triples, should always be its own set. Because there's people that are like, Billy Woodfin comes to mind when I think about this. Billy Woodfin can do one single trick that can blow my mind every time Billy rides a bike.
Mm-hmm.
He rides contests plenty well, but that guy is a best trick pony. He is so incredible when it comes to coming up with one thing to blow everyone away.
I would rather it be separate as well.
Yeah.
So some people might not want to ride the comp, but they might want to do best trick.
What if it's
or that your best trick isn't something you want to do during your dial run because you're trying to keep your run dial.
Yeah. What if you tell people you're taking stuff from the contest into consideration for best trick, but there's gonna be a separate one too?
That wouldn't be too terrible because you could go, okay, so we're gonna consider best trick and just, like, for example, let's say Jake's quad whip, and Jake's like, I'm spent. My quad whip's my best trick. And then Sam's like, wait a minute, I'm doing something separate that was in my run.
Mm.
I'm basically down with whatever the big dogs want to do. I'm cool with.
So actually, just thinking about that right now, if you tell people that you're considering throughout, then people might not keep their stuff and like really be like, all right, I'm gonna wait for best trick and do this thing. So maybe it does make more sense to just say, all right, best trick's its own thing. Now, will that happen?
I think so.
After everything else?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
I think so. And then it also gives you your time allotness too. Like, how fast did the contest run? How much can we allow for this?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and there could be people that. Yep.
It lets you know how much time you have for high air too.
Exactly.
100%. Is that Drew that was asking that? Is that Jackson on there?
Yes.
Knew it.
Yeah.
That's what when I said I want to see somebody hit the 10-foot mark on the wall
This
ride.
is what we're referring.
I'm glad he's watching because that's who I'm talking about.
Well,
I know he's already won one or two high air contests already, just recently.
Yeah.
Because that Drew's goal is to travel around to every contest and win high air.
Did he pay you to say do a high air contest?
No, but he said that's the speed to the roll-in gap is to go from step up vert wall to 4 foot to the roll-in.
Oh,
imagine if you do that and then just air the quarter.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Who's gonna be the person who hits the ceiling? Who's gonna be the first one to hit the ceiling on that quarter?
On which section? Because we had to move the trusses because of Jake. We had to redesign them.
The 7 foot quarter. Who's gonna hit the ceiling on the 7?
I mean, Drew is not a bad candidate for that.
He said he's not going to be able to make the contest, though, so he won't be here for this one.
No!
Well, the quarter's still here.
The quarter's still here, yeah.
It's waiting for him.
You're right. Yeah, so, I mean, if everything we've said isn't enough to sell somebody, what else do you got to say, Karl? How do you wrap it all into a nice, neat little package?
You wrap it up. This contest, unlike so many, when you come here, you're not just riding a fun contest, but know that your entry fees, everything, all that money is helping continue support a local community that offers a place completely free to kids. So your money goes somewhere that helps BMX overall.
Yeah. That's my whole thing with it too, is this isn't like some big organization that's corporate running this event. Like Karl is doing this for the community. He's doing it for riders like me and everyone else that wants to come out and ride and put on a show for everyone. So that's my whole reason on it too.
There's going to be a lot of smiles, man. Come here
sick.
for smiles. A lot of smiles.
It's going to be sick.
Yep.
And I suspect a really good edit will come out as usual because a good friend of mine, Brant, is coming.
Who?
He's looking around.
I see a green. I'm stoked.
It's gonna be sick.
And Trevor just said today, he said 100% for sure he's gonna ride with me. So I will book the rental tomorrow for you.
Let's go.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, so we'll be good.
Idea. Gotta have a Trevor watch ring.
Mm-hmm. We will be driving out in the rental car, and it's gonna be sick.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
When are you guys coming down?
Probably gonna leave Friday morning.
Perfect.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Karl. Let's talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
So I think
anything we missed?
I don't know. I don't think there's really much else to talk about. I'm sure there'll be something, but it's small. And if people
just make sure people know. I've been letting everybody know that registration is online. If people want to pre-register, they can go to the website. But I mean, you can always sign up day of up to 12 o'clock then as well. So online, in person, whatever you want to do, it's fine with us. And DM me on Facebook, Instagram. If you got any questions, call the bike shop. My phone number's all over the internet. I know that for a fact because I get spam calls all day. So
me too.
I probably put it in too many spots for people to see.
Yeah.
I'm approved for a new car loan.
Oh.
And my car warranty is up too, so that kind of sucks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Didn't
funny.
know I had one of those.
Oh.
And I owe college.
Parking.
I messaged my farmer neighbor, and I'm hoping we have access to the farm next door. If we do not, We will have organized parking on our grounds though as well, because this is not Cornhucket. We can open up a little more of the yard
True.
to the parking. I mean, we got 6 acres, so
Yeah.
I want everybody to, like, if they've never been to a Cornhucket or anything else, coming out here, it's like it's a little private Canada, you know,
It
like
really is.
doors unlocked, everybody hanging out,
Yeah.
hippie vibe. Like,
Yep.
you're not
Except-
going to a city where you're worried the whole time.
Except your house is off limits.
My house is off limits. We'll have 4 porta potties, including a handicap porta potty. So everybody's welcome to use those. And dude, we have everything here.
Yep.
Literally.
Yeah, we got friendships and we got bicycles. What more do you want?
Sweet.
Yep.
So hopefully we will see everyone, and I want to end it first by saying thanks. This is going to be awesome. And second, I want every single person, if there's anyone at all who only comes to this event from seeing this or hearing this, to let me know, because I think that is awesome.
Oh, definitely. For sure.
Oh, Brant, I can't wait to see you, man. Like, our gaps, they're getting smaller and smaller because we're somehow managing to see each other more often, but it's still never often enough.
Yeah. And guess what? We got a whole house now. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I get to hang out with my friend Jake.
So this is the dude right here. If you're not coming April 22nd, you're missing out.
For real. It's going to be a good time, and hopefully we'll see everyone there. So let's real quick. Great thing to bring up, Kiati, because this is relevant. How's the progress on the bathrooms?
Progress on the bathrooms are, we raised the money, but we did not know that you need to lock in your well and septic guy almost a year in advance because they book out. So what we have worked out now is myself, our buddy Jeremy, and Wade and some other plumber friends, we're going to start designing the bathrooms this summer. We're going to get them ready. We're going to do the rough in, pipes coming out of the ground. This summer, that the crew that we're hiring is going to come do the well over the summer. Then they're going to do the septic in the fall. That's the soonest they can get to everything. We will have 3 bathrooms going, as long as we don't run into anything weird. We'll have 3 bathrooms going in the building as of next winter. So that's where we're at on the bathrooms. Yes, but we will have porta potties as usual for the event.
Awesome. Well, I think if there's nothing else, that is the middle of nowhere contest preview, and we'll hopefully see everybody April 22nd.
Yes, we'll see you guys next Saturday. I got to do this little thing at the end of the video that I always do at the end of my videos where I head. Oh, that's you. Sorry, that's Brant.
I was like, we can't do that during a live stream. I got to time it up. Either way, thank you everyone for listening, and hopefully we'll see you next Saturday.
Yes, and I think Jake and I are going to go.
We're gonna go ride.
We're going to go ride that skate park right there. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's how